Namaste everyone, I am Ramyashri. Welcome to my channel Ashwin's Astrology. So, continuing with the transit predictions of Shani, Surya and Buddha, who has turned Vakri in Vrishchik Rashi. So, in this video, I'll be continuing with the rest of the 6 Rashis, that is Tula Rashi to Meena Rashi. So, firstly taking up Tula Rashi. So, for Tula Rashi natives, Shani becomes the 4th and 5th lord, a Kendra and a Trikona lord. So, it becomes a Yoga Karaka, and Shani has turned direct in the 5th house. So, the Panchama Shani effects, you had a kind of a slight Lagu Kalyani effects till now. Now you will start facing the 5th Shani aspect, but because Shani is placed in its own Rashi, so it is very suitable for you, and it won't be that amount of inauspicious. It was not before also, but because of lack of support from Guru, because who was in the 8th house, you did face a lot of hindrances in most of the works which you are doing. So now onwards, you will see the smooth pace in it also. And also during this time period, you may face, because Mars is in the 10th house debilitated, and Mars becomes a 2nd and 7th lord. So many of the office related work which you were actually trying from a long time will get much more delayed actually. But once Mars turns retrograde from 7th of December onwards, you will see some speed up in that also. So till then you have to be little bit patient. Also to say, on the day when Saturn turned direct, there was an exchange between Moon and Mars, that is the 7th and 10th lord. So this is an auspicious exchange, and its cancellation of Mangal's niche in Karka Rashi is also coming up. But because we are including the other 2 transits, that is the Sun's transits to Vrishchik Rashi and Buddha turning Vakra in Vrishchik Rashi. So I would say that taking care of your what you mention, because Mars Mangal becomes the 2nd house lord and being in a 10th house, so you have to be very cautious about what you utter in the workplace, especially with your higher management. And also Moon represents our mind and mental status, so getting aggressive or getting assertive on certain matters, or giving anger the push in your talk, and letting the anger fuel your words, it can actually hamper your own prospects in the career than making it. Because Mars is a great planet to be in the 10th house, it becomes Digbali, everything fine, but the planet will stay in the same Rashi or in the Gemini and Cancer for the next 5-6 months, and that's why taking care of what you speak and what you do at office is very important. So it is utmost important to remain calm. So be like Shani, your Yoga Karaka, which will actually bless you in abundance for you. So that would be one advice. Also focusing on the exchange which we have, the 3rd and 8th exchange, which is not a good exchange. It is a Dainya Parivartan Yoga. So we have 2 exchanges here, so one of Moon and Mars and another one of Jupiter and Venus. So one was a Mahaparivartan Yoga, so it will give auspicious results, but the other one is a Dainya Parivartan Yoga, that is the 3rd lord Jupiter in the 8th house and 8th lord Venus in the 3rd house. So most of the efforts which you are putting in, it might go in vain. So you might already be facing it a lot from the last 6 months, but now in the next coming months it might become much more also. But this will be until mid of December. So once Venus moves to Capricorn, you might see the reduction in it, and you will be able to manage things better, because 8th lord coming into 4th house, so it will also affect your property, vehicle related matters. Your vehicle may broke down, or there could be some legal issues with respect to your property, so you have to pay more attention to this. And also to mention, because of Rahu Ketu in 6-12 axis, your enemies get activated. You will face a lot of troubles from them, but you will be able to manage them with your intellect and wisdom. And being a Tula Rashi, you are expert in planning and strategy, so you have to focus on that and shape up or sharpen your skills, so that will actually help you in the long run. So overall, seeing for Tula Rashi, it's a quite good time period. Also avoid any kind of arguments in the marital life, with your spouse as well, or even with your in-laws as well. So you have to deal things with utmost patience, and also be little bit spiritual, dharmic. That will actually give some kind of strength to you, because of Saturn in the 5th house. Though Saturn represents that resilience, and also 5th house is for meditation, for mantra sadhana, and also Saturn in 5th house may not that great it gives the effects. But Saturn is karaka for Prachin Vidya also, so doing those old antique family tradition also works well. And because Mars is aspecting that house, so it might help you to be determined in doing those stuffs. So please do work on it, and it can give you some amount of peace in your life. So this was for the Tula Rashi natives. It is a quite good time period, as I mentioned before. So next, moving ahead to Vrishchik Rashi. So for Vrishchik Rashi native, Sun and Mercury would be in your Rashi. Mercury would have turned Vakri in your Rashi, and Saturn would have turned direct in your 4th house, and Jupiter is Vakri in your 7th house. So having two Vakri planets in 1/7 axis, it's quite difficult, and that too both of them are like Jupiter and Mercury. So it could be a bit erratic, or it could be a bit difficult also. From the point of view, like if you are into profession of like journalism, media, or into communication or printing, publishing and all, so it could be a very great time period. So you might come up with something great work, great articles, and this could be a very good time for you. And if your Dasha Antardasha supports it, so it could be a very good time period. And because of Shani in the 4th house, so even though it's a lot of photo, but you will definitely experience the slight effects of Lagu Kalyani. So Shani might actually make you work more and more hard, because it's aspecting your 10th house, and the 10th lord is in your Rashi. So and it will be aspecting your 10th house and 10th lord. So that's why this time period could be a little bit very hectic, and you might end up being workaholic also. And with Mars, your Rashi Adhipati aspecting Saturn, so you might have to actually maintain your family matters, everything, and even have to look at your property, vehicles also. You might even look into purchase new vehicle as well. Now currently Venus is in Dhanu Rashi, and very soon in the mid of December it will move to Makar Rashi, and then in the last week of January it will go to Kumbh Rashi. So that's when the vehicle purchase also might come in reality. It's in the future, but the planning of it would start now. And because of Mangal's aspect on the 4th house and Saturn being there, so if you are into any civil field or any real estate fields also, you might experience a lot of activity and lot of tensions over that. And because of Rahu being very adjacent to it and very closing Shani also, you might start seeing a lot of tensions created around that. So you might even have to, because of Jupiter in the Kendra to Shani, so you might have to even look at the legal papers also of the properties you have already put your hands on in prior. So there could be some legal disputes as well, which you might have to deal with, because Moon is in the 6th house also, and which is the Mars house. And also to say, because of Rahu and Ketu in 5/11, so there will be a lot of ups and downs in your investment patterns as well as in your gains and losses. So, and even your emotions also would be in a huge roller coaster mode. So you have to balance out everything, but because of Jupiter in the 7th house, you will be able to do that. Also, because of 2nd and 7th lords exchange, that is 7th lord Venus in the 2nd house and 2nd lord Jupiter Vakri in the 7th house, so you might benefit a lot from your spouse, and also you might get a good amount of income from the foreign lands as well, because 7th house even we see for foreign lands along with the 12th house, and Venus is the 12th house lord also here. So definitely, so there is a greater chances that you might earn well from your from a distant place as well. And this could be a very good time period from the finances perspective, because 2nd lord is placed well, and as well as the 7th lord, I mean the natural karaka for wealth, Venus is also placed well. So both Jupiter, Venus being in a very good positions right now, it can actually help you in finances as well. So overall seeing for Vrishchik Rashi, it's a quite good time period. So until Jupiter is present in your 7th house, you don't have to worry for most of the things. So it will ease your life. So next, let's go ahead to Dhanu Rashi. For Dhanu Rashi natives, Shani becomes the 2nd and 3rd lord and will be turning direct in 3rd house. So most of the efforts you were making, and also from the finances, you will feel it much better right now. And because it's the 3rd lord who has turned direct in the 3rd house, so it will actually make you work more and more hard, and it will actually increase your stability and as well as your perseverance to go much more harder. And because of Mangal, who is your 12th lord as well as the 5th lord in the 8th house, so you might you have to be little bit cautious. And also the 6th lord Venus coming into your Rashi, and Mangal kind of planet in the 8th house, so you have to be very careful while driving. So driving at most caution would be best, and if possible avoid any kind of unnecessary travels, unnecessary drivings. So that would be much more advised for the Dhanu Rashi natives, because it's when you have Mangal there, so at least for the next 5-6 months don't take out your car, your vehicles unnecessarily. So that would be a much better remedy, because it's not placed in good position, and the disposed of Mars is Moon, so which is itself is not that stable, because it keeps changing its Rashi for 2.25 days. So it's good to actually go for the precaution method than for managing it with some other remedy. Also, because Rahu Ketu is in a 410 axis, so most of the Kendras are not handled by good planets. And even though Venus is a benefic planet but not a favorable planet for your Rashi, it is the 6th and 11th lord, and it becomes the first rated malefic. So Venus represents vehicles, and Mars in the 8th house at the same time, and Venus is the 6th lord as well, and your Rashi will be going to the 6th house. So this could be a time where you might face a fatal accident also. You have to be a bit really careful. And Mercury and Sun in the 12th house, so in that way also the planets which are like 9th lord, Sun is in 12th house, so it's like a loss of luck or not favoring you much. So it might happen that you might have planned to travel to a very distant temple which doesn't have a proper transport road connection. So that's when you might take out your vehicle, and because of late night traveling this might happen. So I'm just giving you this because 12th house represents night, the sleep, and also considering that because it's a Vrishchik Rashi also, that night time it's a Ratri Bali, so like that. So going on all this, it is good to take care of this aspect. Other than this, most of the aspects are fine, because Jupiter being in 6th house, it's aspecting your 10th house, so your career goods fine, but still you are dissatisfied or disappointed for some matters, but it can be dealt later. But life is more important, health is more important. Other than this, I don't have anything much to mention for the Dhanu Rashi, so stay cautious. So next, coming to Makar Rashi. So for Makar Rashi natives, your Rashi Adhipati turns direct in the 2nd house and will be transiting one last time in the 2nd house. So this would be the last phase of Sadesati. So during this time period, you will get the most important fruits of your own karmas, which you were waiting for such a long time. So during this time period, you might see the possession of a new property or a new place, and as well as some new changes in your life as well. So that is also very, very much possible. And because of Rahu Ketu in 3-9 axis, you would be more tilted towards the spirituality. You would find more solace, peace in dharmic activities. And Sun being in that 11th house, the 8th lord in the 11th house, also proves that you feel more gain, or you will feel more satisfied, and you would be cheerful and happy because of the spiritual activities, dharmic activities. And Mangal, who is the 4th lord as well as your 11th lord in the 7th house, so it will actually give a good amount of travel outside the country. And also if the Dasha Antardasha favors, so it might happen during this time. And also with Jupiter in the 5th house, that the 3rd lord as well as the 12th lord for you, Jupiter being Vakri also there, so this might increase your tendency of mantra chanting or your meditation or all the spiritual activities or related to 5th house to a very great extent. And also Venus, there is a 5 and 12 exchange, so it's very good for people who want to pursue education abroad as well. So your dreams also might fructify during this time period. And from spiritual activities also, if you want to go and express it outside the country, so that also is possible. And even from the love relations also, it's a very good time period. So if you want to have a good outer also, that's also possible. So overall, for seeing for Makar Rashi natives, Shani turning direct being the last phase, you have to bid a goodbye to your Rashi Adhipati during this time period. So it will definitely do well and go actually. And but Mars, who is your 4th and 11th lord, are kind of a malefic in the 7th house, debilitated. So once it turns Vakri from 7th of December onwards, it will cause some amount of problems to you. So in your day-to-day routine life, in your social life, so that is something you have to be a bit cautious on. So apart from this, it's a very good time period for Makar Rashi natives. So now let's go ahead to the Kumbh Rashi. For Kumbh Rashi natives, your Rashi Adhipati who was Vakri in your Rashi, in the mid phase of Sadesati, you are already there. So it is turning direct in your Rashi. So now you would be getting relieved of the mid phase of Sadesati, because Shani becomes your Rashi Adhipati as well as the 12th lord, and it was quite kind of tough phase for you. If Shani was not placed well in your Rashi, then this is definitely a very tough phase. So during this time period, you will see a lot of relief and lot of works which were pending from a long time going ahead also. And because of Jupiter being in the 10th house and Shani aspecting your 10th house, sorry, Jupiter being in your 4th house aspecting 10th house and Shani also aspecting your 10th house, now you will start seeing the changes in the career. So once in February, even when Jupiter turns direct, so during this time period you will see some great changes in your career. You might get a new position, promotion, or some elevation in your career also is possible. And because of Buddha and Surya both in the 10th house, so even your higher management also will appreciate you and reward you. And with the 4th and 11th exchange, so you will feel pressure, you will feel pressurized in the work at times, but also it would yield good results. So good karmas will yield good results. So that is something which will experience during this time. And the 4th and 11th exchange also gives you some kind of inheritance of the property as well as Venus. Now moving ahead to Meena Rashi, the last Rashi in the Bhachakra. So for Meena Rashi natives, Rahu is already in your Rashi and Ketu in 7th house and Shani in the 12th house, the start of first phase of Sadesati. So handling both Rahu, Shani at the same time, and Mangal, who is the 2nd lord and the 9th lord. So the next auspicious planet or the important auspicious planet is now debilitated in the 5th house and will be translating between 4th and 5th house, not in a good state. So handling all the 3 malefic planets has become very chaotic for you and very difficult for you. And Venus, who is not so good planet for you, the 3rd lord and 8th lord, is sitting in the 10th house, and there is an exchange between 3rd and 10th lord. So during this time period, you might be looking for possibility of starting your own business or doing something by your own, and rather working for someone. So you might be thinking to quit the job also and start your own business or do something. But I would say that be a little bit careful until unless your planning and strategy is 100% finalized and it is giving you some amount of assurance that you can do, then only go ahead. Or else during the Sadesati, if you're doing this, and when Rahu goes to your 12th house, he will give you a big amount of investments and you will not be able to manage. And the 2nd lord is also debilitated, so you don't have much savings also. You will be in a lock position if you take up any sudden decision. So think 20 times, 100 times before coming to this decision. So because there is an exchange of 4th and 11th house, that is 4th lord Venus in the 11th house and 11th lord Jupiter in the 4th house. So not just from the career point of view, but also from the property, vehicles, and also from the inheritance or something from your mother's side, whatever things you had to get from your mother's side, and for all the domestic comforts, luxuries, the materialistic positions. So you will gain in all these matters. So you will get all of these and you will feel little bit relieved. So there will be some kind of domestic happiness, increase in domestic happiness, which you will experience during this time period. And to mention Rahu Ketu into 8th axis, so it's still chaotic for you from the immediate family, or if you are married with your in-laws as well. So it could be a bit tough time phase for you from the family matters, but with your parents it will be a very pleasant time period for you and it could really do well. So taking care of your parents and also looking at them actually will do really well for you. And because of Mars, who is your 3rd lord as well as the 10th lord in the 6th house, so you will struggle in your career, but to an extent you will put in a lot of efforts, you will defeat your enemies, and you will bring up with some new ideas, you will show that passion, everything. And that also will come to a very good results once Mars moves to the Leo, which is in the June 2025. Sixth lord and the fourth lord, sun and Mercury in the ninth house. And of course fourth lord in ninth house, Mercury is good, but it is turning Vakri there, and sixth lord in ninth house, so not a good position because Mercury is kind of afflicted there. So your fourth lord is afflicted and though forming Raj Yoga, so you might even feel that luck is not favoring you, so that also might happen. And though I would say that Jupiter, your Rashtrapadhi, is in third house, and once it moves to fourth house, it might give good result. But until then, you might have to maintain some amount of patience. So none of the planetary positions are in favor for you right now. So you have to halt your plans and you have to come out of the illusion, because Rahu puts you into that illusion and you feel that everything what you're doing is a great thing, but no, it is not. So you have to have some amount of patience. You have to delay or postpone your steps, and that's when you'll be able to do things better. So it's always good to see the things from other angle also, taking someone else's advice and opinion, because your Rashtrapadhi is Vakri now and your Mercury is also Vakri, which is actually a favorable planet for you, the fourth and seventh lord in ninth house, creating such good Raj Yoga in the transit, but it's also not in a good position. So that's why stay calm, have patience, and focus on things one by one and take someone else's advice who will favor you. So this was for Meena Rashi. So these were the transit predictions of Shani, Surya, Buddha for all the 12 Rashis. I hope you liked it. Please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also share the video among your friends and family circle. So if you want to contact me for your consultations, you can find it in the description. So this was for that. So very soon I'll be coming up with the Mars transit predictions for December 7th also. So until then, thank you and have a good day.